Another young life taken far too soon. Tonight you're going to hear from a former coach of 20-year-old Malik Sheets. Malik was shot and killed back on June 18th in the 1000 block of Regent Street Northeast. Family and friends desperate for answers and justice in his case. And KWWL's Ashley Neighbor has more tonight. Ashley, you've been talking to a former coach about this young man.
Yes, Ron, it was in this neighborhood that Malik Sheets was killed after a party in the early morning hours. According to a preliminary police investigation, they believe that there was a large gathering in this house behind me. An argument began and shots were fired.
He always had a smile on his face. He was always laughing. He was always joking around.
Randy Ironside, Malik Sheets' former high school swim coach, remembers him fondly.
It wasn't a swim practice without him being there and having some funny comment or doing something goofy.
Sheets just finished his sophomore year at the University of Iowa, settling on a psychology major. Ironside said it was fitting for the thoughtful, caring young man.
The possibilities of what he was going to be able to do with his life were limitless. I mean, the robotics that he did in high school, to some of the outreach programs that he did, to the internships that he did. I mean, it just showed that he wasn't your prototypical high school kid. He was matured well beyond his years.
In a Facebook memorial page started by Ironside as a way to heal, grieve, and share memories, people shared the joy he brought to their lives.
The stories and just seeing different sides of Malik that you may not have seen, but how he was with other people is great, and it's going to be a great way to remember him for, years in the future.
A future Sheets won't get after someone took his life in the early morning hours outside this home in Northeast Cedar Rapids.
What I have heard is that Malik wasn't at fault. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and is on the brutal end of a tragedy.
Sheets' murder marked the 8th in the city this year, but his friends and family are determined not to let this go unsolved.
You can remain anonymous. No one will ever know who you are, but we need to find the justice for Malik. And the only way we're going to do that is if the people who were at the party and saw what happened come forward and let those tips be known.
Tips can remain anonymous through the Linn County Crime Stoppers tip line. Sheets' friends and families raised more than $7,000 to help encourage someone to come forward with information, saying someone knows something. Live in Cedar Rapids, Ashley Neighbor, News 7 KWWL.
Ashley, thanks for the update. By the way, with that $7,000 and also money being offered through Crime Stoppers, the reward for information in the Malik Sheets case is now topped $10,000. We do have the number on the screen right there, as you can see, 1-800-272-7463. Also on our website on KWWL.com.